So I just ran to Walmart and got 2 of these 6-packs of these fitness mats. And as you can see, here's the dimensions. But we're not using this for fitness. Definitely not. Alright, I'm looking forward to doing this video. And it's not that like anybody has asked me to do this or that I feel like I have to be doing this. This is just something that, now that it's kind of coming down to it with what I have right now, I wanted to do this because I figured it would just be really fun to do. And especially because this involved me having to go run to a store to go buy something to be able to use this. I mean, I guess I didn't really have to, but in terms of what I'm doing, I would feel better using it, which is those mats. But we're going to be checking out something that is skateboarding related, but kind of not. So this is basically something to help you work on tricks. And normally you would use these on trampolines, but you can use these with trampolines or on flat ground. So what these are, I kind of already opened the packaging because I was checking it out after I got them. But we're going to be checking out Tramp trucks. Now, I remember seeing these quite a few years back, and I actually followed the dude that makes these on Instagram like forever ago. And I completely forgot about them until, I want to say it was like a couple weeks ago, like maybe even a month ago. I can't remember when I saw the post. But there's a dude that's a really good skater that I will put the link for his Instagram in the description below, and same with the person that makes these trucks. But there was a post where a dude that's a really good skater was using these trucks, and he had, I'm assuming it was at home in his basement or something, but he had a whole setup where he was on these like workout mats, and he had ledges and rails made up, and the ledges were like PVC pipe on the edges, and on the rails PVC pipe, and like the composite decking, like butter bench kind of stuff for the ledge. And they were just setups, but he was popping on and doing tricks on them and popping off and getting really tech. And when I saw what he was using, it like clicked in my head. I'm like, I remember seeing that. And sorry, I'm getting over a cold still. But I remembered seeing it, and like I had to remember who made them. And like I said, I've seen them before, but it didn't like really click in my head like maybe I should be getting these until I saw that dude's post. And I'm going to have links to both of their Instagram pages in the description below, so you can see the post that I'm talking about that I got to see that got me like really stoked to want to try these, and so that you can see the page for the guy that makes these. Now, these are 8 inches wide, I was told, because I actually hit the dude up on Instagram. And I just wanted to know, because when you go to order these, there's not like select a size kind of thing. It's just, you can get different color options, which at the time that I ordered these, there's only like 3 color options available. And I also had to end up waiting just a little bit longer to get them because he was waiting on the hardware to be able to mount these before sending them out. But yeah, there's only one size available. They are 8 inches wide, but he did tell me that they do work pretty well with almost any standard deck size. I guess he even used these on a 9-inch deck, and they work perfectly fine. And I usually skate 825. A couple times on occasion, I've been skating 838 just because my sponsor has been making some new graphics in the last couple of years that they were making them in some of the in-between sizes. So instead of like 825, like the one graphic I'm skating right now is an 838. But it doesn't feel too far off from 825, so I'm stoked on it. But we're actually going to be setting these up on an old deck that I haven't used in a couple of years. And I still have this sitting around. So this is a Punisher Skateboards deck, the sponsor that I have. And this is an 825 in their steampunk graphic. Now this is pretty worn down. I mean, not bad. You can definitely tell it's been through some sessions and some battles. And I even have like holes in the deck still from when I had the deck rails on it. But this is probably going to be my deck of choice because I tend to keep certain boards around in case I absolutely need to have a board to skate and I somehow run out. But this one is still in decent shape. There's like a piece of wood missing right here and I got chipped. But I mean, otherwise it's like there's not really razor tail or anything like that. It's not overly worn down. So this is probably going to be my deck of choice for this. So yeah, I'm really curious of how this is going to be because I was really stoked on this when I saw him. And the other thing too, I didn't know if these were going to be included or not, but he actually also makes, for this specifically, I don't think you have to use them, but I guess it's more like if you want to and feel compelled to, he actually makes risers for these too. And the coolest part about these risers is he actually, you can see it, that he makes these risers from old skate decks. So you can still see it's got like the bolt holes in it, and you can even see the different plies. So it's actually really cool that he does it that way. But yeah, you just set them right between the trucks and the deck and elevate it a little bit. I don't know, I kind of want to use them because I have them, but part of me also wants to get out my actual skate setup that I have right now and try to get the setup as close as I can to that, which I might actually do that real quick. Hold on. I gotta see. So yeah, this is one of the newer graphics. Now, you can get this graphic on the site. I'm not gonna really name drop with this because there was some issues. But this is an 838, so it's not too far off from the 825. I love them. Like, I didn't think I would ever skate other sizes from 825, let alone even going up to the in-between size, but it doesn't feel too bad. But I want to have this out because I want to try to get my Tramp truck set up as close to my regular setup as possible, so when I am practicing tricks, it doesn't feel weird popping. I mean, it's already going to feel weird because I'm going to be popping off of a fucking gym mat, but that's not the point. But I want to see. So I don't know how well. Okay, hold on. Let me bring my phone over so you can actually see it. So yeah, as you can see right now, that is where the truck alone without the riser sits. So it's still a little bit low. Let me see what it looks like if I take one of the risers and put it underneath. Now the interesting thing too is I don't know. I'm assuming you want to go to the farthest holes, because I was trying to get this as close as possible to my setup. I mean, obviously you have 4 holes normally, and you're only using 2 for this. But I mean, obviously if you have it way back here, that's just going to look and probably feel ridiculous. And having it here, it's a little off from where like the trucks line up, but it's not, it's like maybe like a ½ inch difference at the most. So I guess that's probably where you want to put them. But let me just see. I'm not trying to like line this up like perfect. I'm trying to get as close as possible. And looking at it this way, there is still like a little bit of a difference, but I mean, it's like literally like barely even a finger difference. Like have my finger on top of the truck right now. It's like over my actual wheels. And I apologize for my voice right now because, like I said, I am still getting over a cold. I've been coughing a lot, so my voice is just shot. So yeah, I think this is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna use the risers and it's gonna go to the outside holes. So let me put my board away real quick. And also, if you want to get the steampunk deck that I'm setting these trucks up on, this purple fade, or I'm also using, because Punisher makes pretty much everything, I am also using their trucks. It's black hanger, white base. I have swapped out the bushings because I've had these trucks for quite a while and I actually blew out the bushings. So I've got bones bushings in them right now with the washers that come with them. But the trucks themselves are Punisher, and you can get them in different colorways. These are also one size because, I mean, this is primarily a deck brand, but they make other products too. But these are 825 in width, so you can skate them from anything from like 825 to 85 primarily. So they still fit pretty good on my 838. And then I'm also skating Punisher wheels. This is the one pro that's on the team right now. His name is Dave Smith. These are 54 millimeter wheels, and you can't really see them because it's worn down, but this is one of his graphic wheels. I'm having a hard day right now with trying to remember certain things, but I know this is Dave Smith's wheels. And then I also have Punisher hardware too, but it's like the Allen hardware, like the hex key. So if you want to get any of this stuff, I will also, as usual with my skate videos, I'll have my sponsor's website in the description below. And any purchase that you make on the website, you can get 10% off by using Everson10 at checkout. I will have that on the screen here for a moment while I'm putting my board away, just in case you decide you want to go shop real quick and get anything like that. So, on another note, it came with some cool stickers too. I haven't gotten, like, I've seen one of them. So there's this one. That's actually pretty sick. I like that. And there's also this one, which, if you've watched the movie Step Brothers, and if you have not, I don't know if that's because I'm slowly getting older because I'll be 30 in a couple months, or just living under a rock, but If you get that reference, bolts and holes, like that's, I don't even want to put this sticker on anything because that's awesome. So this is, okay, so I didn't know if these were gonna be like weird to set up or not. Now I want to say this also came with, so there is an Allen key in here. Okay, so we got a tool, and it looks like it comes with some extra bolt. Oh, okay, so I didn't realize that right away. So you actually get 2 sets of hardware. Now, I'm assuming this just depends on if you wanted to use the risers or not, but I don't know what this, I don't think it says what the size is on it. Let me see. Okay, no, it doesn't say anything about size, but there is 2 different sizes in the hardware. I'm assuming that's just depending on if you want to use the risers or not, but I'll set them kind of like right here so you can see what I mean. So it's not like a huge difference, but I'm assuming the size difference is depending on if you want to use the risers or not, which, like I said, I don't think you have to. I think it's just one of those things, like, if you want to, so that way the pop and everything feels a little bit different. But obviously, since we're going to use the risers, because I want it as close to my normal setup as possible, we are going to use the bigger hardware. So let me make sure I don't fuck up and mix these all up, because I will feel pretty damn stupid if I do that. Which, actually, I might even put one of these Tramp truck stickers on this deck, because this is going to be the deck for this. I don't know, wait, I'm going to save those stickers. I really don't want to use the bolts and holes ones. I want to keep that one, because that's really sick. So this looks like it's actually going to be pretty easy to set up, because the trucks just line up with the bolt holes. And the cool thing is the actual nuts are already inlaid in the trucks. So all you have to do, it seems like, is just go over the top and use the hex key and just drive them in. So let me see here. Like I said, obviously we're gonna go with the outer holes on each. Dude, I'm so excited for this. And I really love that he's really gone out of his way to make this like as skate friendly as possible. I mean, obviously the dude is a skater. Like I've seen his Instagram page and seen some of his posts. Like he is definitely a skater 100%. He just makes this stuff to be able to constantly keep up with skating and be able to do all these tricks and not have like the risk factor of just getting broke off, especially with a hard ground. But he's got some cool setups that he does with trampolines where he'll have, like, it's like one of those big trampolines and he'll have like slanted ledges, so he can just bounce up, get on the ledge, and actually grind, and then just pop back in the trampoline. So he is like a legit skater. So it's just cool to be able to actually see. Let's see. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm hoping that these are. Let me do this to get it started. Dude, this is so sick. I'm really looking forward to this. So the reason I actually got these, aside from just being stoked on the clips I was seeing on Instagram, is because of me. I've said this in numerous videos, and I'm sorry that I repeat this. I mean, I don't have a whole lot of followers right now or subs, so it's not like everybody in the world is hearing this constantly, but I mean, I am a dad. I work full-time. I have to take care of a house. So, I mean, right now, I'm lucky to get a day a week or a day every 2 weeks. In my last video, I hadn't skated in like 2.5 weeks, almost 3 weeks. So, yeah, I don't get to skate as often as I used to. Like, before I had a kid, I was getting out at least 2 or 3 times a week. So, like, I was definitely being able to stay on top of my tricks and seals and how I felt. But anymore, it gets kind of tough. So, I wanted to get this because this will allow me to work on skating at home during, like, the downtime between sessions. So, I'm pretty much getting an extra session in without going out to go have a session. So, this is hopefully going to help a lot with that, because that's exactly what I need. Hopefully that doesn't affect anything. It looks like a couple of the plies were cracked on this, but I mean, it's not like I'm gonna be going and jumping down a fucking set or anything. I'm just literally using this for flat ground. I am gonna try to get some setups similar to the dude that I saw on Instagram where he had like slanted ledges and stuff. At some point, I want to do that. I don't think that's really gonna be today. I do have a random 2x4 in my kitchen right now. I have it propped up underneath my cabinets because there's a gap in there, and I didn't want my cats fucking around, because I think it was like a couple years ago, I actually... Why are you not going in? Why is it... Oh, wait. Was it not? Oh, okay. I didn't have this pressed tight enough. But a couple of years ago, I actually had a opossum under my cabinets because it was able to get into like a corner of the house from the outside, and it led kind of to our basement, and there was like little catacombs that like led underneath my cabinets. So there was a day where like my one cat was going nuts, and he started like hissing and making weird noises, and I was like, what the fuck? So I took my phone and like I was holding it, but I put my flashlight on and hit record, and I went up underneath, like reached up underneath so I could see, and sure enough, it was just sitting toward the back, like underneath. Obviously, it wasn't in the cabinet, but it was sitting in that space underneath, and I was just like, oh shit. All right, that was actually really easy setup. I already got the trucks on. That's crazy to actually see this in person. All right. And it might be because my deck has been used. Yeah, I can definitely see there's like a little bit of like you can see there's like a little bit like a warpness to it because that's just the way it broke in a war after like quite a few months of skating it. So, I mean, there's going to be like a little bit of a like unevenness to it, but man, this is exciting. So I think now it's just time to get these mats out and set them up, and I'm going to try to do it in my living room a little bit, but there's only so much support under those floors that I don't know if I'm going to primarily do this up here or if I'm going to try to take it to my basement, or I'm going to have to like crouch to skate because the ceilings are kind of low. But let me get my living room cleaned up a little bit, and we'll start getting these mats out so I can check it out. All right, let's get this mat open. Now I got 2 of these, and there's 6 pieces in each. So we're only gonna do the one for now. I just got 2, so that way when it comes down to me being able to make some obstacles, I actually have more space I can work with when I do it. I feel like a kid on Christmas, which, funny enough, I'm actually filming this on the 21st. I don't think what today was. So it's currently December 21st. So this is kind of like an early Christmas for me. Let's see here. And these sets of mats it was like $20 for each. So I mean, like $40 for like pretty much. I think it's like I don't know what the exact dimensions are. I have to look at the thing again. Let me see. So like 5.5 feet by like 3.5 feet. So almost 6 by 4. So when you got that many of these, I mean, you got a lot of space to work with. So let's go ahead. But I got this so that way it wouldn't be as noisy, and so that way like the wheels would still have grip, because they are like urethane, like really hard, like almost like plastic like wheels. So I didn't want to like start like really messing with them or risk having anything happen while using them, and that way I'm not like damaging floor or anything either. So it's actually like really soft. So yeah, we got our like pretty much 4x6 space. This is crazy. Well, I guess the only thing left to really do at the moment is get my actual skating shoes on, and we'll bring the deck over and kind of just start feeling it out. All right, I'm just bringing the 2x4 in here too, just so I have it. But let me get this deck. Man, this is actually like, I probably didn't even need to get 2 of these, but all right, let's see how it feels. Now I will say it's weird. Like it's almost like skating with like overly tight trucks already. Because there's not like a lot of like wiggle. It's like you're literally just like as stuck as possible. So, man, this is gonna be interesting. Just kind of feeling it out. I'm trying to get used to this mat too, because obviously I'm gonna be popping off of a different material other than just like a regular floor or hard ground like concrete or something. So let's do a couple small ollies just to see. Ooh. All right, let's go nollie. Dude, this is crazy feeling. I feel like I just need to, like, the popping and scooping of anything is gonna feel pretty weird, that's for sure. Like, so as you see, like, it's a rubber mat, but like, there's still potential to slide. But I mean, with all the impact you're gonna be putting on them, it's like, let's see. This is crazy, but I like it. So yeah, this might end up being something that I do like in my basement, but to at least test this out, we're gonna line this 2x4 up like right in the middle. I just wanna see how it feels like locking onto stuff. Oh yeah. All right, let's see. This is gonna be awkward getting used to like popping stationary on the stuff. All right, ready? Man, this is crazy. Getting like a 5-0. So yeah, you can definitely feel like sliding to one side or the other, like when you're locking in. Because it definitely has like the grooves, kind of like if you're locking into like heel side or toe side. And yeah, even with these being 8-inch, I mean, it looks almost identical to what I would need. So this is actually nice. All right, let's keep trying some stuff. All right, this will definitely take some getting used to, but this is really fun. Like this is gonna help a lot with me not getting to go out and skate all the time like I used to. So having things like this at home will be very, very helpful. So yeah, this is just basically like me checking this out for the first time and seeing how it feels. I will probably do, if you guys want to see it, I might just do it regardless, but I will probably do more videos where I actually end up making some obstacles and probably set this up in my basement so I can actually start working on tricks and trying things out that way. But yeah, this video is going to be more of just like an introduction to me checking this out and getting my initial thoughts and impressions, which already I'm really happy about this. It's going to take a minute to get used to because, like I said, I'm so used to being a skater where even if I'm doing something slow, like learning tricks, I'm still moving really slow towards something, and this you're not moving at all. So I think one, this will help me get in more time on my board that I haven't been getting lately in the last couple of years, and also might help me get more control too, because I can't roll. Like I have to get used to popping back and forth or certain angles and leaning certain ways because I can't rely on the general motion of rolling to something to get into tricks. So this might actually even help with control. But let's try some tricks. Like not anything crazy, but let's just try a few more things. But I'm already enjoying this. And the fact that I'm gonna have 2 spaces like this to where I can set up obstacles and have more options, this is gonna help a lot. I'm looking forward to what's gonna come next. But again, this is just the introduction for me getting into this. So I apologize if there's not any super crazy tricks. I also don't want to get too crazy because I'm inside my house. There's a basement underneath. There's only so much support under there, so I don't want to get crazy, but we're still gonna try some stuff out. So we got the 50 already. Let's get into the 5-0 stall, right? Which that alone is crazy to me because I don't ever do 5-0s on anything other than ledges. So let's see how. Man, I'm kind of scared to get into nose grind because that, like, it's still. Man, all right, hold on, let me see what it feels like now. See, that might help too because I'm not grinding. So that might, again, this is gonna help me with control. Like I'll be able to do that and pop back, go and switch. Damn, man, this is crazy, but I'm having fun with it. Let's see if I can get under the nose and. Yeah, I'm not used to popping like that off the nose. So that's something this is gonna help a lot with, is getting that general control, like popping and out of stuff. I just gotta get like that sweet spot on my feet to like really do it. Let's see. Maybe I should just do it from the 50 first and then, yeah, I don't know. Let me try popping switch a couple times onto this too. That's so weird to get used to. All right. Let's try switch 5-0. Ooh, not quite. I missed that completely. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why. It's hard for me to pop backwards like that switch. All right, well, since I did switch 5-0, I should be able to get in the nose grind. Just like that. Now I wonder, can I pop forward this way? Let's see. See, I don't know why that feels easier than going backwards. Maybe it's because I do back crooks, I can pop out early. That's probably what it is, honestly. Let's see. Try to get the feeling of that. Let's see. Man, that's gonna be crazy. All right, let's try. Even though there's not really any distance, let me try getting like a blunt. Man, still got the wheel on there. I was like pinched. I feel like if this was elevated up, it would be a little different. Because I can't tell if the wheels are touching the mat or not. Maybe go back blunt. Maybe try switch front blunt. That's a trick I actually really want to learn, like on a real ledge or rail, I mean. Like even like a little flat bar. Dude, that is so sick. See if I can do it and go back to switch. Oh shit. Yeah, I know it's not that impressive, but for me this is still really cool. Let's try switch nose grind. Wow. I don't know. That was kind of shitty. Oh, I kind of balanced it though. Oh. Let's try to get one of those. I don't know, that was kind of shitty. I don't know. Alright, I think I want to try. Man, this already wore me out. This is probably why I'm making this video and not going and skating, because me still getting over a cold. I'm having trouble breathing out my nose and I'm getting winded. And this is the exact problem I was having in my last session when I was doing that like quick feed kind of thing. So I kind of had a feeling it's still going to happen, so that's why I opted to do this today, because I have these trucks. So we're going to try one more trick. It's not anything crazy, but I want to try seeing how it feels, because I guess this would be, even though the height's not quite there, this would be the equivalent of like a square flat bar. I want to try to do pop shove at front 50. Because I can do that on ledges, but I've never done it on a rail. I don't even know if I ever will, but because I have the setup and I can start progressing and learning things like that and getting comfortable with those, let's just do it. And there's not really any risk factor with this. So pop shove at 50-50, and then that'll be it. So let's see. I think because in my head, I'm gonna always have my board backwards like this. So let me do like not a full commit, but like get 1 foot on just to see where it sits. So yeah, that's not bad. All right, let's see. Okay, well, I wasn't expecting that to be first try. Shit, okay. Well, I guess just for the fun of it, let's do pop shove 50-50, I'll go back 180 off. Something. I didn't think it was gonna happen that quick. Oh, then that one misses it, of course. Yeah, it's definitely a weird feeling getting used to popping from stationary onto something. Yeah, it wasn't like really on it, but I want to try to do one where I actually get onto it and then do it. Nope, I didn't like that. Yeah, I want to be like this. I want to be like on it. Nope. Still no. Do I need to go? Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of bad, but whatever. Let's bring it a little farther this way. Oh! All right. That wasn't perfect, but this is just me having fun with it. I'm gonna take a break for a bit, but I think that's gonna wrap up for this video. I'm already really excited for this. Let me sit down because I'm out of breath. It's not due to age, it's me getting over cold. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. I honestly am already in love with this. I think it's gonna help me a lot with skating. Being able to get kind of more time in between my actual sessions so I get comfortable when I'm on my board, or feel more comfortable than I have been so it doesn't feel as awkward. But yeah, I will have the link down in the description below if you guys do want to check this out for Tramp trucks. I will have the dude's Instagram if you want to just check out his posts, and I'll also have the link to his website if you want to order a set. And then again, if you want to order anything from Punisher Skateboards, like this steampunk deck, again, fucking cold. But this or any other Punisher products, just like especially the t-shirt that I got on, I'll have the link down in the description below as well. And again, that is Everson10 for 10% off of any Punisher gear. But thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll probably do more videos with this stuff at some point anyway, but if you want to see more, put it down in the comments below. But I will see you guys in the next video.